Hey, what's up guys? Will here for GSM Arena. Samsung has just unveiled their new foldable phones. And today we have both Z Fold models here to check out. That's right, there's two of them this year. The Z Fold 8 Ultra has the more traditional form factor we're used to from the Fold series, while the Z Fold 8 is shorter and wider, giving you a different width and aspect ratio of its screens. So how do these form factors compare when using these phones, and what else is different? Let's find out in our hands-on video. The Z Fold 8 is Samsung's wide foldable. It has a similar shape to a passport. It's very different from a typical smartphone, presumably made to compete against Apple's upcoming Fold. The shape means that when unfolded, the inner screen roughly has a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is much better suited for watching typical content. The trade-off is that when folded, the 5.5-inch cover screen is shorter than what you get from most phones, and has a 10:16 aspect ratio, which allows for longer lines of text across the screen. It feels quite different. It also allows for larger real estate on apps like Instagram. Photos are larger, filling the wider space. And even though the display is wider than usual, I was still able to reach across it with my thumb. Folks with small hands might have more of an issue there. The extra width of this display was welcome when using the keyboard. It's quite comfy. In contrast, this is how it looks when typing on the Z Fold 8 Ultra's cover screen. It's narrower than the non-Ultra, with a tall aspect ratio more typical for a modern smartphone. This means you'll get the formatting you're used to from basically any other phone. And when unfolded, it means that you get the equivalent space of two smartphone displays next to each other. Great for split-screen multitasking. Not that multitasking is necessarily worse on the Z Fold 8, just that the Ultra has more space to work with. Let's compare these displays for some other use cases. Here's how they look when playing back a YouTube video. As you can see, while the Ultra screen is larger, this extra space is just added to the black bars on top and bottom. For gaming, the difference is even bigger. The aspect ratio of the Z Fold 8 works much better, as the content can fill the whole screen. Of course, this could vary from title to title. When web browsing, the address bar seems to take up more space on the wider fold. That depends on the orientation though. If you turn the Z Fold 8, you get a taller setup that feels more familiar. Both inner displays have an anti-reflective coating to reduce glare. And the crease where the screen folds over is equally noticeable either way. As far as the rest of the package goes, the Ultra is noticeably thinner in hand, even though it has the larger 5000 mAh battery, compared to 4800 on the non-Ultra. There's 45-watt charging either way, and 20-watt wireless. And with either phone, you get the same chipset, the top-tier Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. There is a major difference in the cameras though. The Ultra has the same 200-megapixel main camera and 10-megapixel 3x zoom as last year, plus a new 50-megapixel ultra-wide. The regular Z Fold 8 has only a 50-megapixel main cam, like on the Galaxy S26, but it's paired with that same 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and there's no telephoto zoom here. Here are a few shots we were able to take with these two devices. So there you have it guys, the Z Fold 8 brings a fresh new form factor to the Z Fold series, while the Ultra stays tall and thin, with a bigger battery and the higher powered cameras. Which of these do you think fits you better? Let us know down below, and we'll see you soon with our full reviews.